much, ladies and gentlemen. Please, I'm just like you. Please. Just a common man. You guys missed nothing. We're in the bar. Something's happening. Folks, I don't know how to break this to you, but if you thought that was over the top, you have not seen my show. I am very good. By the end of the show, you'll be like, that was amazing. What was his name? I don't know. And that is how you know you're a Canadian entertainer. You have a song, it's got your name in it. People are like, oh, this man, I don't know who he is, but he has an air about him like we should. Who is this guy? And is he winded? I am. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. I am winded. This is how also you know you're a Canadian entertainer, ladies and gentlemen, when you're performing in front of a sold-out show at a theater in North Van, a theme song with your name is happening, but you had to make the song yourself. That is how you know. If anything keeps you humble, it's the Canadian fucking comedy business. Just a bunch of people in North Van on a Saturday just, do you know who's on the show? I have no idea. It's part of our year program, so we'll be there. Before we could, thank you, one woman laughing, the rest of you looking at me. Is his name Joker's Canada? Who is he? That is also how you know you're a Canadian entertainer. When, yes, I wrote for a hit series on Netflix called Mystery Science Theater 3000. And thank you, 2 people. And that's, the rest of you are like, sounds made up. But, yeah, a world record, most impressions under a minute. And, yeah, no need to applaud, obviously. All of you are like, we have 3 or 4 world records apiece. So, yours is meaningless. And then you do a show, and they're like, we can put anything we want up here because it's just digital. So anything in the world. They're like, could you put up my name? You know, it takes a lot of memory. And, gotta like get a space bar, and no need to worry. Space bar. It's is that the issue? Some guy's like, space bar? Whoa. Slow down there, Einstein. You gotta go slower for me to understand where we're at here. Space bar? I just left-clicked the mouse button for the ladies. I don't know what this is about. Like the fact some of you are laughing, some of you are still going, I don't. So are we supposed to know his name? I'm not sure. How you doing, man? You all right? She was in the washroom. She's just like, I hear music. I'm sure it's nobody I've ever heard of, so should be fine. Oh, man. And yes, before we continue, I am fully aware that I look like I own a chain of male-only yoga studios. So there's no need. Oh, thank you. One woman who's just like, oh my God, I love alcohol and hate my father. He has the look I desire. Thank you, man. I am, here's the thing. I know where my looks are at this stage in my life. First of all, I am, as I like to say, between marriages. And I know where my looks are at. I know I'm not a great looking guy. I'm not an ugly guy. I know my looks are exactly at the level of, I wonder if he has any money. I don't have enough to be a sugar daddy. I have enough to be like an aspartame daddy. That's pretty much where we're at. If we're hanging out, man, you'll be like, oh my God, I love those boots. And I'm like, to the night market. Do you have any Gucci spelled with a J? Try not to get these wet, princess. Oh. But thank you, man. I am also 54 years of age. So, yeah. So, oh, thank you. One person. Yay. The rest of you are just like, well, who looks it? He's got that look of Jesus, but if Jesus came back and was like, what is this meth I've heard of? That actually happened. I was in Mexico not that long ago, and I was at a shop, and a kid actually saw me. It was said to his dad, he goes, Dad, that guy looks like Jesus. And the dad was like, oh no, it's not nice to stare, don't say anything. But I'm a comedian, so I was like, oh, I'll have fun with this. So I was going to go over and say something. But before I could, the dad turned around, saw me, and just went, Jesus! And I was like, what happened? He's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I was like, oh, it's like, I forgive you. And, yes, I know. And somebody also told me that I look like Keanu Reeves. And I was like, oh, Keanu Reeves, but allergic to sit-ups. I think that's pretty much how it would be. Just Keanu, I need buns. Lots and lots of buns. Thank you. 4 of you get it. The rest of you are like... Did he say he made the song? But yes, what's that? No, you're the... Shush. Shows up late and wanders in. Ha, he gets it. Anybody else in a high five? Did you know the bar is still open? Is he talking about me right now? That's not what... I had a dream that we were watching a comedy show and the headliner at the end was a time traveler. Looked like you were right. It was a gentleman dandy from the 19th century. Alright, good. When you guys aren't into something, you don't fuck around. I love it. I make a reference, you don't get it, and you're all just like, oh, we don't understand. Just gonna sit and stare until you cry. That's what we're gonna do. How else is he gonna learn if we don't stare? He'll figure it out. Is this your husband, ma'am? No. How do you know this fellow? Are you in any danger, sir? Do you need an adult? He's like, the night is young? That's, very good friend. He's a very, very good friend. Yes. Very good. Oh. Turned into an episode of Saved by the Bell. I don't know what happened. I don't know if you're allowed to say that, Zach. Is this like your, you guys have, as the kids say, boned? Is that it? Yeah. I like the fact, sir, that she's nodding and you're staring at the floor. And like you guys have boned and she's doing this, she's going, yeah. And he's doing this, he's like, She said she didn't want to go out in public if we did it. He's shy? I'm not. You're not? No shit. The same person who after they go swimming, people go, how's the water? And you're like, it's wet. And you're like, oh, thanks, it's wet. The water was wet. We needed that. Thank you. We know. So how long have you guys known each other?
Almost 30 years.
Almost 30 years. And you got... One woman at the back just went, wow. Got Owen Wilson at the back there. Just went, wow. They've been boning a long time. I know. I think that girl is saying wow because she's like, you guys bone, you've known each other 30 years, and you're like, but we're not an item. You haven't seen each other for 20 years. So is this like a reunion tonight?
Yeah.
Not tonight.
Not tonight? Oh, last night you had a reunion. He's now chatting with her. He's like, how is this guy reading our minds? This guy's amazing. I said somebody here has recently lost a cat or a dog. Has someone lost a cat or a dog? Wait, did somebody lose a grandfather? Someone lose a grandfather? In the last 10 to 42 years. Did he have a mustache? Did your grandfather? Oh my God, this guy's a witch! You lost a dog recently? Someone lost a dog starting with an A, a B, a C, a D, an E, an F, a G, an H, an I, a J, a K, an L. He's here. Did he used to bark when the doorbell rang? He's here right now. Do you want to know what he says? Yes! He's saying nothing. He's a fucking dog. That's him. Couldn't talk. Oh, Well, that's good. It's always lovely. How old are you, sir, if you don't mind my asking?
Old enough.
Old enough? For what? Old enough to fucking forget what we're talking about. 51? 51? Oh, right. There. So, yeah, we're about the same age. I'm 54, slightly older.
I used to watch you review movies with...
Used to watch me review movies?
Yeah, with Mike Myers.
Yes, yeah.
That was pretty good.
Wow, thank you. It's always, no, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. Nothing says you've made poor life choices than somebody who recognizes you from something you did 20 years ago and they're like, and you're still here. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. One fan. If I could build on that. Well, that's great. No, I was going to say, because we're about the same age, so I'm 54. So when you're with your young lady friend here, what's her name, ma'am?
Heidi.
Heidi? Heidi. And do you call yourself Heidi because, you know, I'm hiding, here I am, peekaboo, it's me. It's been 20 years, wow! And then you just fucking... What's that?
Kitty.
You call yourself Kitty?
I would.
I have nothing for that. Anywho, Kitty, well, I was just gonna say, before Kitty, Heidi. Sorry, we're not at that stage where I can call you Kitty. I appreciate that. All right, what do you mean, meh? No, if you want to get with me, you have to book in advance. Because I'm 54, and it's a Saturday, and I masturbated on the Tuesday. Once this musket is fired, it takes a fortnight for it to reload. Heidi's just like, so should I call you Monday? Or... How does this work? How was North Van, Patrick? Surprisingly filthy. Oh man, you are a very fun crowd. You guys are. I have no idea what the other comics were talking about. No, you guys have been great. Would you like some impressions? Would you like that? Yeah? All right, okay. I love it. Oh, I love it. I like these people. Yes! This hat just impressive. This is one of my favorite impressions in the whole world. This is Christopher Walken as a dog. This is Christopher Walken as a dog. Here we go. Woof! Thank you. You know who Christopher Walken is, Heidi? Yes?
Sure do.
Sure do. All right. Are you all right, man? You okay?
Yeah.
Yes? You're just hiding in the shoulder of your boyfriend here. This is your boyfriend, right?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, because he's had his hand in your lap the whole time. It's rare that two strangers and one of them is finger banging the other in public. So. I just lost my keys. I'm just trying to find them. There they are. I was going to say, I did a show. Thank you. I can't believe that you had to have that joke explained to you, sir. That's lovely. I don't get it. Gross. No, I'm just saying, I asked because I did a show not that long ago, and there was some young people in the front, and there was a young lady who was about 19 or so, 19, 20, and I was like, Christopher Walken, and she was just like, what? I was like, you know Christopher Walken movies? And I was like, Pulp Fiction, and she's like, oh, my dad loves that movie. I was like, my hip. And then she was like, wait, do you mean like Winnie the Pooh? And I was like, nope, that's Christopher Robin, completely different. Although I would pay good money to see Christopher Walken as Christopher Robin. That would be a great movie. Just like, oh, bother, I'm stuck in the honey pot again. It's probably because you're a fat fuck. Some people applauding, other people. I still don't know who that is. It doesn't help if Oh man, how we did? Fuck. Good to be here.
Keep going.
Keep going? All right, well, the stranger in row 2 said keep going, so I must. That's also how you know you haven't made it yet, when that's your encore. I have to go. Keep going. We're in North Van. After this, we go home and sleep. So keep it going. Well, pretty much. Some other people, we paid for this. God, I do find him entertaining, but if only there was some way I knew what his name was. It was in the song off the top, but I wasn't paying attention because I was frightened. Why did he come near me? All right, who would you guys like impressions of? Who would you like before we wrap this up?
John Wick.
Screech.
Mike Tyson.
Screech, it's just me the whole time. Oh, God. There you go. All right, John Wick. You have John Wick. All right.
Clint Eastwood.
Danny
Rick-
DeVito.
What did you say? What?
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. That woman just called me short and fat. All right. Okay. So let's do. How are we doing? Oh shoot. Okay. You know what? I gotta wrap this up. So no, I must go. Remain seated. Good. Got a little testy for a second there. I could feel the audience. We're like, no, stay. We're comfortable. All right. What's that?
Keep going.
Keep going. 3 people. Keep going. Yeah, one person. I was saying boo words. Just, oh my God, this is my wedding night all over again. All right. Moving on. How was the show? And then it went from comedy to tragedy. It was weird. He cried inside. All right. So here we go. I'm going to wrap it up. This is my final impression of the night. You guys have been wonderful, by the way. Thank you. This is my favorite scene from the movie John Wick. All right? It's my favorite scene from the movie John Wick. And for the people who wanted Rick and Morty, it'd just be like, come on, Rick. There's going to... No. There's going to be other stuff. I don't think so, Rick. I think the show's almost over. No, it's going to... You know, I think the show has been average at best. Shut up, Jerry. All right, I didn't say it would be good. All right, here we go. So here's my favorite scene from the movie John Wick. Here we go. Okay. And then it'll be done. And it'll be like, oh, it's great. What was his name? Here we go. Yo, bro, he's over here, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Ching, 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 ching. Killing me. Hey, Jimmy. Noise complaint. Noise complaint, John. You working in there, John? No. Just sorting some stuff out. Very well then. As you were. Good night, John. Good night, Jimmy. Thank you. It's my favorite scene.